It started with silence. Not the comforting kind, the kind that presses in on your chest, where your heart beats too loudly and your thoughts run wild trying to fill in the blank spaces no one else hears. She was behind me, calling my name. Or so I was told. I didn't hear it. I couldn't. But I felt the chill when she walked away, saw the way she looked at me later, like I was ignoring her, like I was choosing silence. And just like that, the atmosphere shifted. Let me back up. This happened before COVID, back when the world hadn't yet turned its collective attention to face masks and communication barriers. But for me, hearing had always been complicated. I've had hearing loss for most of my life. It wasn't caught right away, it crept in quietly, unnoticed by those around me until I was about 7. That's when the diagnosis came, and with it, a whole new world of learning to speak and learning to see. Not just to look, but to read lips. I trained my eyes to do what my ears couldn't. Now, decades later, I'm very good at it. I don't just hear with my ears, I listen with my eyes, and I've built my world around that ability. But there's one thing I've never done. I've never told people I can read lips. I tell them I'm hard of hearing. I ask them to face me when they speak. I make sure they know I need their attention before a conversation starts. Most people figure it out from there, until she showed up. A new coworker, new energy, new assumptions, and new tension. Like always, when someone joins our team, I make a point of introducing myself and giving a short explanation. Hey, just so you know, I'm hard of hearing. Please make sure I can see you when you talk to me. It's not a big thing, just a part of how I survive in a hearing world. I told her, twice, but something in her eyes told me she didn't believe me. She thought I was making it up. I didn't realize how deep that disbelief ran until one afternoon, when she was apparently trying to get my attention, from behind me. I was focused on work, and I genuinely didn't hear her. I didn't even know she was talking. It wasn't until someone else tapped me that I turned around. She looked furious. I apologized immediately. Sorry, I said. I didn't hear you. I told you. I have hearing loss. I didn't know you were speaking. Her expression didn't soften, not even a little. She just walked off like I'd snubbed her on purpose. I brushed it off at first. You learn to pick your battles when you've spent years asking people to repeat themselves. You learn to carry the awkward silence so others don't have to. But then came the break room. I was sitting alone at a table. She came in with another coworker, someone I've always gotten along with. She didn't see me at first, or maybe she did and didn't care. She opened the fridge, started venting, and turned directly toward me. What she didn't realize was that I could read every single word coming out of her mouth. She pretends she's deaf just to ignore me. She's always staring at people's lips. It's creepy. She probably just didn't want to answer me. I froze. Not because I was shocked someone could say those things, but because she said them so casually, so confidently, right in front of me. To her, I was invisible. She thought she had found a loophole, a way to talk about me without getting caught. Because if I couldn't hear her, it didn't count. Right? Wrong. After a few minutes of listening to her dig deeper and deeper, I stood up, walked over, and calmly said, "If you're going to talk about someone behind their back, make sure they can't understand you. I've been reading your lips this whole time." Her eyes widened like a deer in headlights. I didn't yell. I didn't lash out. I just told her the truth. I reminded her, again, that I have hearing loss, that I'd told her that before, that she chose not to believe me, that she assumed my silence was a slight and then weaponized it against me. I said I was hurt that she didn't just come to me directly. And do you know what she did? She freaked out. Suddenly, I was the rude one, for reading her lips. She accused me of invading her privacy like I'd snuck into her inbox or eavesdropped through a wall. She called it unfair. Let that sink in. She used my disability as a shield to say whatever she wanted about me, and then got angry when that shield didn't hold. It's not like I could turn off my ability to read lips. just like she couldn't close her ears if I'd whispered behind her back. What I did wasn't some tactical gotcha moment. It was survival. It was honesty. It was me reclaiming space in a conversation I was already a part of, whether she wanted me to be or not. But the fallout came fast. She started telling others that I was being weird, that I had outed her or humiliated her, that I was watching people without them knowing I could understand. She tried to flip the script, and that's when it hit me. Some people don't really believe you're disabled until it inconveniences them, until it forces them to confront the possibility that their behavior isn't as invisible as they thought, that the assumptions they made aren't just wrong, they're cruel. She didn't get mad because I heard her, she got mad because she got caught. Now I find myself wondering, should I have kept quiet? Should I have looked away and let her vent? Should I have disclosed more, worn a badge that says lip reader on duty? Given her the privacy to insult me because she thought I was too broken to understand? I did everything I was supposed to do. I was upfront about my hearing loss. I asked for what I needed. I gave her grace when she got frustrated. But when I stood up for myself, when I reminded her that disability doesn't equal disconnection, I became the villain in her story. And so, am I the asshole? And now, a moment from the host. Sometimes the most powerful thing you can do is listen without ears. And sometimes the most terrifying thing to certain people is when the person they tried to dismiss suddenly sees them clearly. This story isn't just about hearing loss. It's about how we treat people who are different. It's about the double standards we create when we think someone can't fight back. And it's about a quiet kind of courage. The kind that doesn't shout or scream but simply says, I see you, and I deserve better. To everyone watching this, ask yourself, when someone tells you what they need, do you believe them? Do you adjust? Or do you wait for them to prove they're worthy of your respect? Drop a comment if you've ever been underestimated, talked down to, or dismissed because someone didn't understand your reality. Or maybe you've been the one who made assumptions, and this story helped you see things differently. Whatever side you're on, one thing is clear. The way we talk about people, whether they can hear us or not, says more about us than them. This is AITA Stories, and we're here to remind you that even silence has a voice.